Apply special color effects to images. Apply special color effects to images. Desaturate colors. The desaturate command converts a color images to grayscale values, by the way, but leaves in the image in the same color mode. And for example, it assigns equal red and green or blue values to each pixel in an RGB image. And the lightness value of each pixel doesn't change, by the way. And keep in mind that the desaturate command permanently erase the original image information in the background layer. This command, by the way, has the same effect as setting saturation to -100 in the hue and saturation adjustment for non-destructive editing, and use a hue and saturation adjustment layer. Note that and be careful if you are working with a multi-layer image. Desaturate converts the selected layer only. And you should choose image, then you choose adjustment, then you choose desaturate. And invert colors. How to invert colors? The invert adjustment inverts the colors in an image, by the way, and you can use invert as a part of the process of making an edge mask to apply sharpening and other adjustments to select areas of an image. Note and be careful again here now, please, because color print film contains an orange mask in a space. The invert adjustment cannot make accurate positive images, by the way, from scanned color negatives, and be sure to use the proper setting for color negatives when scanning film. And when you invert an image, the brightness value of each pixel in the channels is converted to the inverse value on the 256 step color value scale. For example, a pixel in a positive image with a value of 255 is changed to 0, and a pixel with a value of 5 is changed to 250. And you should do one of the following. You should click the invert icon in the adjustment panel. After that, choose layer, then choose new adjustment layer, then choose invert, then click OK in the new layer dialog box. Note and be careful again. You can also choose image and choose adjustments and choose invert, but keep in mind that this method, by the way, makes direct adjustments to the image layer and discard image information. How to create a two-valued black and white image. How to create a two-valued black and white image. And the threshold adjustment converts grayscale or color images to high contrast black and white images, and you can specify a certain level as a threshold. All pixels lighter than the threshold are converted to white, and all pixels darker are converted to black. And you should do one of the following here again. Click the threshold icon in the adjustment panel, and after that choose layer, then choose new adjustment layer, then threshold, click OK in the new layer dialog box. And after that, the properties panel displays a histogram of the luminance levels of the pixels in the current selection. And note and be careful again. You can also choose image and choose adjustments, then threshold, but keep in mind that this method, by the way, makes direct adjustments to the image layer and discards image information. Step number 2. In the properties panel, drag the slider below the histogram until the threshold level you want appears. You drag the image changes to reflect the new threshold setting. Posterize an image. Posterize an image. How to posterize an image? The posterize adjustment lets you specify the number of tonal levels or brightness values, by the way, for each channel in an image, and then maps pixels to the closest matching level. For example, choosing 2 tonal levels in an RGB image gives 6 colors, and 2 for red, and 2 for green, and 2 for blue. This adjustment, by the way, is useful for creating special effects, such as larger and flat areas in a photograph. And these effects are most evident when you reduce the number of gray levels in a grayscale image, but it also produces interesting effects in the color images. And if you want a specific number of colors in your image, you should convert the image to grayscale and specify the number of levels you want, and then convert the image back to the previous color mode and replace the various gray tones with the colors you want. And we have steps. Number 1, you should click the posterize icon in the adjustments panel. After that, choose layer, then choose new adjustment layer, then choose posterize. And note again, note you can also choose image and choose adjustments and choose posterize. But keep in mind that this means, by the way, makes direct adjustments to the image layer and discards image information. Step number 2, in the properties panel, you should move the levels slider or enter the number of tonal levels you want. And how to apply a gradient map to an image. How to apply a gradient map to an image. By the way, the gradient map adjustment maps the equivalent grayscale range of an image to the colors of a specified gradient fill. And if you specify a 2-color gradient fill, for example, shadows in the image are mapped to one of the endpoint colors of the gradient fill, and highlights are mapped to the other endpoint color, by the way, and midtones are mapped to the gradations in the between. And you should to click the gradient map icon in the adjustments panel. After that, choose layer, then choose new adjustment layer, then choose gradient map, then click OK in the new layer dialog box. Note and be careful again, you can also choose image, then choose adjustments, then choose gradient map. But keep in mind that this method, by the way, applies the adjustment directly to the image layer and discards image information. Step number 2, in the properties panel, specify the gradient fill you want to use. And to choose from a list of gradient fills, click the triangle to the right of the gradient fill. After that, click to select the desired gradient fill, and then click in a blank area of the properties panel to dismiss the list. For more information on customizing the gradient fill list, see work with the preset manager. And to edit the currently displayed gradient fill, click the gradient fill and then modify the existing gradient fill or create a gradient fill in the gradient editor. And by default, the shadows, midtones, and highlights of the image are mapped respectively to the starting left color midpoint and ending right color of the gradient fill. Step number 3, you should select either none or both of the gradient option. We have 2 options here now. Desire is meaning that adds random noise to smooth the appearance of the gradient fill and reduces bending effects. And we have reverse option. Reverse is meaning that it switches the direction of the gradient fill and reversing the gradient map. Thank you.